Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another homeschooling video for you all, and if you've watched my channel for a while, then you would have seen a couple weeks ago I did my upcoming 4th graders homeschool curriculum choices, and about a week ago I shared our upcoming 10th graders homeschool curriculum choices. But I said in that video that I didn't have the physical copies of her language arts program to share with you because it hadn't come in yet. Well, it has since come in. I want to share with you guys everything that came with this curriculum. I get a lot of questions about it. I don't feel like a lot of people on YouTube are talking about the Good and the Beautiful's high school language arts curriculum yet. I feel like most people are talking about the younger levels, which we have never actually used, but we did use the Good and the Beautiful's language arts curriculum for 9th grade. We loved it. I've got tons of videos about the Good and the Beautiful's Year 1 language arts curriculum for high school. Those are in my homeschooling playlist, which is linked for you guys in the description box. So if you want to see what came with the Year 1 curriculum, what we thought about it, I even did a video where my daughter, my 9th grader at the time, went through a day using the Good and the Beautiful and kind of shared with you how it works and what she does. So that is definitely an option if you want to go watch those videos. This is the Year 2 course from the Good and the Beautiful. It just came out at the end of July, so I'm really excited to have it all laid out to share with you guys. And I hate to even call it a language arts curriculum, just because even though it does obviously teach writing and grammar and usage and punctuation, it is so much more than that. There are so many other topics covered in their language arts curriculum, which is one of the reasons that I love it. So this is everything that you're gonna get. The only thing that I don't have to show you, and it's just because it's printed off in a binder, it's in my office, is your answer keys. Or you'll have your answer keys for the unit check, which are basically the tests that go along with each of those unit books. And then you'll also have the answer key for the work that is done in their unit book, if that makes sense. So everything else I got as a physical copy. You're gonna have 10 of these unit books. They are meant to go through kind of at your own pace, or the pace that you and your child decide that you want to work through. I've talked about this in the Year 1 course, but basically it tells you how to kind of break up how quickly you go through each unit book, whether you do a 4-day or a 5-day school week, and the amount of time that you want to work on language arts each day and each week. It's really up to you and your child. And so I really like that flexibility, and I like that I'm able to tell my daughter, you know, you need to have unit 1 finished, you know, in 2 weeks. But she can really help, she can really kind of have some control over going through and figuring out, okay, what do I need to do to get done by the end of 2 weeks and ready for my tests, and including studying and all that. So that's a really good skill. I think it's important for this age, especially in high school. They need to be really working on pacing themselves, getting things done, time management skills, kind of holding themselves accountable. And I think this is nice that you can do that with this. So basically each unit book is set up the same. It will tell you what you need for the high school course. So you need the Good and the Beautiful's Grammar and Writing Guide, which is this, and there's one of these for each high school level. And then you'll also need your cards. So your geography cards, your poetry cards, and your root cards. And so that's these. They just need to be kind of torn apart. They're already perforated, but they're on this really nice kind of shiny cardstock, and there's different geography skills, poetry skills, and Latin root word skills in this pack. She got a pack just like this with Year 1. So here are some more geography cards. Then we have poetry memorization cards. Again, this kind of shiny laminated paper with the perforation. The Latin root cards. So everything you're gonna need to work on Latin root words, geography, and poetry, they come with the kit. And then of course you're gonna have your unit booklets, which are these. There are 10 of them. And then you're gonna have your required reading, which are the books that are designed to go along with this curriculum, which is how you get your literature education about reading the books. You do comprehension questions, you do open response questions. So these are the books that you're going to have with that, and I'll show those in a minute, but it's just showing those here that are, you're going to need those for the curriculum. You'll also need internet access to be able to watch the video lessons. There are quite a few video lessons that they're going to watch with each unit. And then art supplies, which is another reason why I love this curriculum, because not only does it include geography, poetry, Latin root words, and grammar and usage, writing, punctuation, all of that stuff, you're also going to have an art project in each unit. So 10 art projects total, and it's just telling you what you're going to need. Art, if you're like us, is one of the subjects that we tend to fall back a little bit on. We don't do too often. So I like that it's not only art study, but it's also art instruction. So you're studying different works of art from someone else, and then you're also creating your own work of art with each unit. So I love that. So that is basically how it's set up, what you're gonna need. And then, like I said, it just talks about how the program is set up with your reading challenge, your spelling dictation, your memorization of your poems, your art and geography, and your creative writing. Then you can just flip through the book and it gives you a sample grading sheet to be filled out by you after each unit is turned in. And then they have their spelling dictation, so each day they will listen to words they're supposed to write down. I go through, and if she misspelled one, and she has to go back and practice those words until she gets them. It tells them in each day what they're supposed to be watching, if they're watching a video, which cards they're supposed to be practicing, and the poem work they're supposed to be working on that. And then it tells you read your introduction to Men of Iron, which is right here. So I'm guessing that's the first book that she's going to be reading, which I talked about a minute ago. Let me scoot over here. Yeah, Men of Iron is one of the books that she's going to be reading. So I guess that's going to be going along with the first unit. And then we've got the Christoph von Schmid, I guess. Harriet, the Moses of Her People. Sagebrush Surgeon. And A Girl of Limberlost. So those are all of the required reading books that go along with these units. And so in each unit, you're also doing a study of whatever author wrote the book that corresponds, and kind of the time period that they lived through, and all the different historical information, which is really amazing. And you've got these different pieces of art to look at, kind of showing you different types of writing from Old English. And then I want to and there's vocabulary included, because it keeps telling you throughout the book, read chapters 1 through 16. So she has to really keep up with and pace herself to finish those chapters in this unit. Here we are doing some more art studies. So like I said, not just projects that she's doing, but also studying other works of art, which I think is really great. Then she's got her writing assignment, which there's a writing assignment with each unit, so 10 total for the year, unless you decide to assign more, which you can definitely do. And then this is an example of the art project for Unit 1, since they're talking about the medieval times. They will be doing a medieval lettering watercolor picture, so it's showing step by step how to do the different parts of the project. An example of all the letters. And that's the project for Unit 1. So every unit is set up the same, where you have certain chapters to read out of the assigned reading. You have your vocabulary, your spelling, your art, your geography, your Latin cards, and your art project, and your art study. So many different topics and subjects covered in this one curriculum, which is amazing. So I'm not going to go through every one of the units because they're all pretty much set up the same. So that gives you an idea of that. I did mention that you do have certain videos that they're supposed to watch at given times throughout the unit. They always tell you when to watch those videos, and they also will refer you to the grammar and writing guide, and it will go through and tell you whenever you're supposed to refer to this book, what pages you're supposed to read. So that is the grammar and writing guide. So that's pretty much everything. I've made a complete mess now of it, but that is everything that comes with the Good and the Beautiful's high school language arts curriculum. As I said, we love it. I'm really excited for her to get started, and I'm really excited to see what she thinks of the different chapter books. There was a few from year 1 that she really liked. There was a few she didn't love, but there were a few that she really liked. So I'm curious to see kind of what she thinks about these. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you want to see any of the previous videos I've done about the Good and the Beautiful's high school language arts program, definitely check the description box for my homeschooling playlist. All of those videos are there, as well as every other homeschooling video I've ever made. So tons of things for you to watch and catch up on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure if you did, you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.